I can't believe I'm rubbing aloe vera on my burnt double chin when your chin is too big and you got it stuck in your hair straighteners.
She just wants to be beautiful, she goes.
Hello beautiful humans, my name is Paige and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you're doing very well. Today I bring you something a little different. I have been doing quite a lot of kind of ranty, disability related things on my channel recently, which I really love doing, but I don't want it to get too bogged down with just like really hardcore intense stuff. So I thought today I would do something a bit more lighthearted, a makeup beauty review. Now today you may be wondering why I look a bit weirder than I normally do. It's just because I don't have any foundation on. I have eye makeup on, but I have nothing on the rest of my face. I wanted to test out the new Revolution Pro Fast Base Foundation Stick. And when I saw Revolution were bringing out a new foundation, I was really excited because I have recently, like pretty much 99.9% of the country, have been loving their Define and Conceal concealer. It is a great dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which if you live in the UK like me is just the best thing to have because we don't get Tarte over here and I'm not paying that money for shipping. Like it's not happening. So when I saw this little one going around on the internet and people going, oh, it's like the Tarte Shape Tape foundation stick, I was just like, I need some of that. The other thing I thought this would be a really good dupe for was the Hourglass Vanishing Foundation Stick. Now I have one of those here, and if you've been watching me for a while, you may know that I did actually test this out as part of a foundation battle series where I wore 3 different foundations to see which one held up best. And I have to say, even though this was the most expensive, it was by far the best. The consistency of this is so creamy, it goes on so well, it blended out amazing, the coverage was amazing, and it lasted pretty much all day. And I just thought, like, they're both stick foundations, they've both got quite big sticks on them. So this is the Hourglass one, as I just showed you, and this is the Revolution one. In that video I did actually go into quite a lot of detail about this foundation and the other 2 I used. So if you are interested to find out more about the Hourglass Vanishing Stick foundation, then I'll link that video down below. But for today we're looking at the Revolution one, and this was £5. If you're looking at something like the Hourglass or the Tarte foundations, I'm pretty sure they're both in the range of like £40–50, which is a lot for a foundation. £5 for a foundation. I am so excited. So what I thought I'd do today is I would put this foundation on, I would wear it, see how it wears. I have heard some people say it can be quite oily. I don't know, but I'm going to try this out for the whole day. I'm going to put this on now and let you know my first impressions, and then I'm going to come back in a couple of hours time, update you on how it's worn, and then again at the end of the day to let you know my final thoughts on this foundation. So if you do want to see how the Revolution Fast Base Foundation matches up, then just keep on watching this video. I love my little cows, they're adorable, so cute. So first things first, I've just gone to the Superdrug website and I'm just looking at the foundation's description on there, just to see what this claims before we start anything. It says, foundation just got faster, launching in 18 shades, which side note is amazing because I know that Tarte's foundation stick, their shade ranges were just shit. Like they had hardly any shade ranges, so if this works as well and you can get in 18 shades, hella freaking lula. The Fast Base Foundation quickly perfects, contours and highlights your complexion. This easy to apply stick formula melts into the skin, blending seamlessly to leave a fresh and dewy finish. Twist up, swipe on and blend out with fingers, a beauty sponge or your favourite foundation brush. Okay, well that just sounds jolly delightful and very easy, doesn't it? So it's claiming that it's super easy to put on, it is really easy to blend out, which I hope so, and it gives you a nice healthy dewy finish. Interesting. Now it doesn't say anything about this lasting for like 18 hours or anything like that, so I'm just gonna wear it for a normal day for me. So the shade I got is for light skin tones with neutral undertones. And that is pretty much me. Let's just stop faffing around and let's put this on. I've also just brought you a tad closer just because, I don't know, I feel like it kind of needs to be. I'm just gonna take a bit of this and I'm gonna put it, I don't know, maybe like put a bit here. Ooh, ooh, okay. A bit here. It feels very creamy. And then maybe like here, 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 here. How does that look? I don't know if that's too much or too little, but that's what I'm going for. It feels really creamy actually, and I think this is going to be a really good match for me. And then I'm just going to take my Real Techniques beauty blender. Do you mind? And then I'm just going to take my Real Techniques beauty blender and blend this out. This is like really easy to blend out, like it's insane. That blends so quickly. This is genuinely like a perfect match for me as well. So good. Okay, so that is the first layer. I really like it. It's a very, very good match to my skin tone. I actually think it's a better match than my Kat Von D one. That's insane. It is full coverage. I think if you just kind of do one swipe kind of in every section of your face, it's more kind of medium to buildable, and it has covered quite a lot of my like imperfections. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having very good skin days at the moment, so I don't know how this would fare up if I had bad skin days, but it's gone on really nicely. It hasn't left my face too shiny. Dewy ones a lot of the time are just too dewy, and where I can get quite oily, especially on my T-zone, they just make me look like a sweaty mess. I don't know if you can see here, it's just given a really nice like sheen to my cheek. I'm just going to put another layer of this on to see if it is buildable. I love that. I'm so surprised. That's so easy to blend out, and I hate stick foundations usually, but that was a dream. I've just put up a little bit more and I think it covers a lot better. It looks really good. I really like it. My skin looks so good. I found a foundation for a £5 that I really, really like. I have my makeup on. I've done really like basic makeup today, just because I'm not really going anywhere, so I didn't see the point. It seemed to handle powder really well. I will just give you one final close-up so you can see how the foundation is when we start. This is the foundation. Hi. It still looks really, really covered. I still really like how it is on my skin. It doesn't seem to have sunk in anywhere that I can see, which is good. So far, a very good start. Now I have to admit, I was super late at starting filming this video, so it is currently actually 1 PM at the moment, but what I will do is I will check in with you over the next few hours and give this like a good solid few hours wear. I'll take my makeup off later tonight, kind of leave it till kind of mid-evening. So now I'm gonna go and just like live my day, and I will see you in a couple of hours to see how my face is doing. Hello everybody, I've just come into my room to touch up my lipstick, and I thought this would be a perfect time to give you an update on how the foundation is doing. It's currently 4:40 in the afternoon, so it's been about 3.5 hours, just over, since I put this foundation on. I had a sneaky look when I was doing my lipstick, and to be honest, it's held up pretty well. There's definitely some like a little bit of wear here, just on like the side of my nose. I wear glasses, so I tend to get that with any foundation. There's a tiny bit kind of come off here, but I have to say my nose is a real sticking point when it comes to makeup. Foundation, no matter what foundation it is, just breaks up on my nose, and I don't know why. I prime it, I make sure it's like moisturized and not rough, and I use the same base primer as I do foundation, but for some reason makeup always breaks down on my nose. It's done that a little bit. Let me zoom onto the, we can't even see that, let me zoom onto the magnetic side. Magnetic? That's not magnetic, magnified. Honestly, I've seen so much worse wearing on my nose. You can see that there's like a bit that's definitely come off here. My redness is starting to poke through, and if you look at the side you can see my glasses marks just a little bit, but honestly it's really not that bad. Oh my god, look at the bags under my eyes. The rest of my face seems pretty covered still. Even my little chin. Say little, look at it. What is that? I've got crumbs, sorry. I'm such a skank. The other thing I've just noticed is I don't seem oily at all. Like in my T-zone here, the foundation hasn't gone shiny. I'm still very matte, or as matte as I was when I started it anyway. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm going to give this foundation another few hours of wearing into my face. I've got dinner to have, I've got things to do, and I'll come back probably in about another 4 hours or so to give you my final thoughts. Hello everybody, it is a lot later. I am in my dressing gown and my pyjamas because I am lazy and I was really cold and I still have the makeup on, so it's all okay. It is currently 9:30 at night, meaning I've had this foundation on now for about 8.5 hours. So I thought now would be a good time to give my final thoughts, as that's usually like the standard amount of time someone would have a foundation on for, or at least I would have a foundation on for. So my skin's pretty much just like wanting to breathe now, and that's nothing to do with the foundation. It's just that my skin's been like, dude, you had this on for 8 hours, please take it off. I should say I prepped my face with NYX's matte finish setting spray. I'll put a photo of it up here. That's my kind of go-to drugstore setting spray. So I did set this, which I would do for any of my foundations. So I gave it the fairest test I possibly could. My overall impressions of this foundation are actually really good. You can probably see actually from this far away that my redness is definitely starting to come through on my cheeks. That is pretty standard for me. With every foundation that I've ever used, I would have to like powder during the day to prevent that, especially after around about the 6-hour mark. Unless it's a really full like claggy foundation, which I don't like to wear. Any foundation shows my redness. Because I haven't wanted to powder and like adjust my makeup today for you guys, I am looking a bit rosy cheeks. That's kind of as to be expected with me, so I'm not mad about it. I am overall really impressed actually. This was surprisingly so easy to apply. Its claim for fast base is just spot on. I have never put a foundation on so evenly and quickly before. It was just so easy to use, and like I said, I find that quite rare in a stick foundation. I don't know if you can see, but that foundation is so creamy and smooth. It's just this really beautiful consistency, and that is the first thing I will note about this. And that even now when I'm looking a bit rough and ready, this feels so nice on my skin still, especially my cheeks. I don't feel like I've got any foundation on. Obviously, you know, I have less than I had on this morning because some has worn away, and I'll show you that in close-up detail in a minute, but it feels so nice and lightweight. I did get slightly oily on my T-zone, but really nothing that I would be like, oh my god, that's horrific. Oh, this is the most unflattering angle of my life. So you can see that it really has kind of come away here now. I wear glasses. I know I don't wear them in my videos, but I do wear glasses during the day, and you can almost see the line where my glasses sits. You can actually see like my concealer stayed on, but the foundation here has almost come off, which I'm going to put down to the fact that I didn't really like powder too much today. I was hurrying. I feel like if I had touched up throughout the day, it would still look alright. Onto my nose, it has come off. Definitely you can see here, and it has broken up a little bit. I have to admit, I've had a super itchy nose today, so I've been really like rubbing it more than I usually would. My nose is just fucking But do you know what? I had a Hourglass foundation, not the stick one, but a liquid one, and that broke up so much worse than this. Now we're in super close than I feel like any human being should be. But I just want to show you the side of my nose. Can you see there? It is completely come away. You can definitely see here a lot more it's come away. And that definitely is more unusual for foundations for me to come away like in here. Like that's odd. I just wanted to show you up close. And also you can see here now where it's kind of gathered in kind of patchy bits around here. Oh my god, please ignore my eyebrows, they look horrific. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, let's get away from the close-up, shall we? So I'm gonna admit, up close, this foundation doesn't look great. And the more I kind of looked at it, the more things I found were patchy and worn away. You saw in that last shot where we were painfully close to my face. But I kind of have to remind myself, this foundation is £5, and honestly up until about an hour and a half ago this was looking really good for like 7-hour wear for £5. And what it hasn't done, it hasn't felt heavy, and I don't feel that kind of claggy feeling that you can sometimes get at the end of the day. I don't feel that, which is so good. This is clearly not a 12-hour foundation that you're going to put on and you're not going to have to touch up and it's going to look flawless from 7 AM till 7 PM. However, it doesn't claim to be. This claims to be a stick foundation that is comfortable and fast to apply. That is exactly what it is. It's so comfortable and the quickest foundation I have ever applied in my life. So yes, there are cons, but they are cons that the brand never claimed to be amazing at. So I can't really be mad at that because it's doing what it says it was gonna do. Well, I am definitely gonna use this foundation again. I think it will be a really lovely one for the summer when I want a slightly lighter coverage. I could just put this on with a bit of powder, and I really do think that it would be a lovely foundation. So guys, that is the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry I was in my pajamas for the last bit of this. I feel like a right skank. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found some of this even a little bit helpful if you are looking for a new foundation to buy. And I highly recommend that if you are looking for a foundation that's cheap and cheerful and does what it says it claims to do, then the Revolution Fast-Based Stick Concealer is the way to go. Go check it out. I'll put a link to it down below. It's a £5. A £5. I can't even buy a cup of coffee for a £5 anymore. I would really love to try out their other foundation. I think they had the stick one, a drop one, and a long-lasting liquid one. If you would like that and another video like this, then give me a thumbs up because that will let me know that you'd like that too. And it lets me know that I'm doing good and dandy things. If you haven't and you would like to, then why not subscribe? Because I post new videos every week. I have changed my upload days. I used to post twice a week. I've had to drop that down just because I felt like I was churning out rubbish videos. So I decided to stick to one a week and make videos that I can put more time into and more effort into, and maybe do 2-parters like I did with my Tinder social experiment one, because I really enjoyed that. From now on, from this video, my videos will be going up on a Friday at 5 PM and there will be a new video up every blinking Friday. Oh. So if you don't want to miss any of those fun stuff coming up, then please do subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember, I have been me, so please always be you, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!